My name is Rachel Friend. I work for a PR agency called Weber Shandwick. We're a big global outfit and I head up one of the practices here, the consumer PR team. So I work with clients like MasterCard and EDF Energy, and I head up a team of about 38 people. So if you're thinking of starting out in PR or marketing, my advice really would be to focus on the companies that you'd like to work for. There are hundreds of PR and marketing agencies out there. Some are really big, like my company Weber Shandwick. Some are more small, more niche. Understand the sort of company you'd like to work for and then really target them. Everybody has got a Facebook page, everybody's got their website, most people have got a Twitter feed now as well coming from their agency, so start following them, start understanding what's going on in their industries, start subscribing to things like marketing, PR Week, campaign, understand the news of what's going on in the industry, even see if you can get yourself to go to some of the industry events. There are various marketing society events, they are quite expensive, so if you're a student, ask for a discount and see who the big speakers are at those events so that you can get under the skin of what's going on in the industries. I think that interviews is 90% preparation and 10% interview. Absolutely be yourself in the interview, but know your onions before you get in there. There is nothing worse than somebody walking in and blagging it.
So you can notice a blagger?
Oh, you can notice a blagger straight away. We teach interview techniques in here. We know the questions to ask. We know the questions that sometimes we don't know the answers to, but we want to just see how you're going to answer them. So don't think that we're not prepared, because we are. So be prepared. What really impresses people in interviews is when you've done your homework about the company and the people you're going to go and see. So not only about the company, but if you know the name of the person, Google them. Find out where they've been. Find out what their interests are. Find out the sort of companies that they've been working for and the clients that they like. Because when you go in and say, I saw that you worked on this campaign or that campaign, it's hugely impressive. In an interview, make sure that you give a succinct answer and then expand. The worst sort of interview, and you'll know this when you're in conversations with your friends, is to ask somebody a question and they give you a one-line answer. You don't get a conversation going, and therefore you can't build any rapport, and therefore you can't build any relationship in there, and therefore you won't stand out. As soon as you walk in on a day's work experience, make yourself known to the person who's going to be time managing you for that day or that week, and keep putting your hand up. Keep telling people when you've got some time free. Keep making yourself available. Network around the office. Make sure people know who you are. Report back on all the great work you've been doing and really make yourself invaluable to the team. Keep your head up. Don't get your head down. Don't get intimidated. We love people who are live wires. We love noticing people. They're the people we'll take on. The last thing that we like on a CV is I went to school and then I went to university and now I'm looking for a job. What we're really looking for is somebody who has shown an interest in the industry that we're in, gone and got work experience, gone and got holiday jobs, gone and done things that are relevant, that are making themselves appealing and a catch to us so that we think, oh crikey, I really want to meet this person, they sound interesting. Sounding interesting isn't saying I do snowboarding in my hobbies and interest. Sounding interesting is saying I went and worked here, I went and worked there. I took the time to get to know your industry. So what young people might not realise is they're so tech savvy, they're so into social media, they're actually teaching us oldies a little bit. We have a buddy scheme here in my company where the youngsters are helping us oldies how to unravel that whole world of social media so that we can really advise our clients about what's the latest blog, what's the latest forum in which we should advise our clients to be. So absolutely don't think that because you're young you've got no skills. You have highly relevant skills that we really want these days. We love it when we get approached directly by people. It cuts out recruitment fees, so it's great for us and it really shows tenacity of people. So we love people being bold like that. We all tweet. If somebody starts following me and retweets me, they get my eye, they catch my eye. So it's a really good way of getting noticed. And then if you get your foot in the door, accept anything they're going to offer you, you know, a day's work experience, a week's work experience. All these things are brilliant to get your foot in the door. I think people work really hard for their degrees and their A-levels, and there's an expectation that they should be able to get into a job quite quickly, and that the standard of the work they'll be doing when they get there will be of a certain, I'm a grad. Actually, lots of us had to just start at the bottom. I was a grad, I retrained as a PA, I got my secretarial skills, I came in right at the bottom of a company. And do you know what? I hit a glass ceiling after a year and a half because I was only seen in an admin role, so I switched company and got into an exec role, and that's the way that I started to get myself up the career ladder. I probably worked at about 5 or 6 different agencies before I came here. I actually did a stint in-house as well. I was at Sainsbury's. So I've done lots and lots of different things to get me to where I am today. So that's what I'm saying. Don't think that your first job is your job for life. It absolutely isn't. You can chop and change as you go along. You can pick up different skill sets on the way, but getting your foot on the ladder is the really important bit. The situation is really hard, and it must be very difficult for your morale to keep your morale up if you're going for interview after interview after interview. We understand that, we know that, but my advice would be just to keep going. We had somebody recently around here who we employed. We call her Sandwich Board Girl. She actually put a sandwich board on her back and front, understood where the top 10 PR agencies were that she wanted to work, and walked the streets for 4 days. We noticed her, she came in for an interview, and she got employed. So don't give up. I know it's really hard. We all understand it's really hard. Most of us have got children, so we do get it. I guess my final piece of advice to young people is group together, share your experiences with each other, keep yourself going, and when one of you gets a job, cheer them. God, let them know down the pub that it's a really good thing, but don't give up because you didn't get it, because your time will come if you all stick together and keep supporting one another. Keep talking to your friends' network. If you know somebody who's in employment, see how you might be able to chat up them and their employer. Work your networks really hard, but support each other. Moral support is the most important bit here. Keep your head high, you will get there.